So in this segment, we're going to be talking about unilateral action on the Northern Ireland Protocol would mark a historic low point, according to the Taoiseach Micheál Martin. He also said it would benefit no one. I think the only people it benefit is the DUP, really. But it will damage Northern Ireland's economy very dramatically. So unilateral action by the British government to set aside parts of the protocol would mark a historic low point, the Taoiseach told the EU Parliament. Micheál Martin told MEPs it would be deeply damaging and quite literally be of benefit to no one. He said there are solutions to the practical problems of the protocol, which is true. We've talked about the October proposals more recently, and the simple fact is they're decent. They're not going to get rid of all the checks or the paperwork, but they are better than what they are now. That's the point of it. And to get through these practical problems, according to Micheál Martin, that requires partnership. It requires the UK government to engage with good faith, seriousness and commitment, he added, which the UK have shown nothing of. They've not shown any good faith, any seriousness or any commitment. Boris Johnson commits to no one. Unilateral action to set aside a solemn agreement would be deeply damaging for the UK, I think, because what's to stop other countries from just ripping up agreements they have with us? Spain and Gibraltar, for example. He goes on to say this disregard for essential principles of laws, which are the foundation of international relations, and scrapping international agreements it's not a good idea. We've seen that with the Iran nuclear deal, which the Americans unilaterally kind of pulled out of. It does bring your credibility into question. At least in my opinion, it does. The Taoiseach said, while it is reasonable to look for ways to improve the operation of the protocol October proposals, unfortunately what we have seen are bad faith efforts to undermine a treaty freely entered into, which is true. And if you look at the wording here, freely entered into, there are Brexiteers like Lord Frost who argue we entered the protocol in duress, which is a load of nonsense, absolute nonsense. But point being is that he's trying to combat the rhetoric of Brexiteers as well. In contrast, the EU has worked hard to find ways to ensure that where there is a negative impact on businesses and citizens in Northern Ireland is minimised as much as possible, which is very important, that they are speaking to businesses, they are speaking to people within Northern Ireland to see what they can do to help them, kind of ease the pressures of the protocol. Let's not forget, it is helping them. Staying in the EU single market is very beneficial to them. There's not much more I wanted to talk about. Starmer made some statements in Northern Ireland recently, which I'll go over at some point soon, where he called Boris Johnson a wrecking ball to the protocol and said Boris Johnson was the biggest issue to the protocol, which, again, fine statements, but what are Labour going to do differently? That's kind of the question I keep coming back to over so many issues. But Starmer's not that important for the context of this article, which is, it's very clear that the Taoiseach has taken the position of, well, the protocol, we can resolve a lot of the issues around the protocol if you come back to the negotiating table, but so far we've only seen bad faith actions, and if the UK were to take unilateral actions, it'd be very damaging for the UK's reputation, and would not go down well in Europe and possibly in America, but I'm adding words to that point. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, support the channel on Patreon if you can, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.